Polymore of Bajan Fusion. She tells her inspiring story.
Thank you, Kristojay. How are you today?
I am well, and how are you?
I am doing well. Thanks for asking.
Fantastic. Now tell us a bit about yourself and how you got involved in fitness.
Celia Cullimore, I would always say that I am where athleticism meets professionalism. So a lot of my sporting background, sporting experience have really helped to prepare me for the world of business. So I always see it like playing a game. You know, you practice, you win some games, or the hope is that you win most games, and you will lose some, and it really comes to respecting the environment that you're in. And I lived in New York for 13 years, left Barbados on a basketball scholarship in 1998, and that really started the journey of discovering who I am and who I wanted to be. And during that time, you know, I got my bachelor's in accounting, business administration, my master's in public administration, and I read a horoscope one day and it said, you're a very diplomatic person, you have a love for the arts, we can see you in PR or we can see you in HR. Right, you believe in fairness, you believe in justice, and I'm like, So I was curious about HR, and I said, you know what, do some research. And at that point, I was doing my master's program, and I spoke to my advisor, and I said, you know what, I'm curious about HR. Is there an internship that I can do? And he was all right, he'll work on it and get back to me. And during that summer, I was able to work in HR for the summer. Fell in love with HR, people engagement, people development, and really it became fusing my passion for sport and HR. And that's really where Bajan Fusion is. We're fusing fitness, we're fusing culture, we're fusing the idea of developing people and helping people get to the next level holistically through wellness.
Excellent. So you've been doing that, and of course you are now consultant with Youth Entrepreneurship Scheme, but you were a client of Yes previously. How have you grown in order for you to now become a consultant?
I have grown so much. I would always say that Barbados forced me into entrepreneurship. I'm a really good employee. I believe that I know I'm loyal. I can get the work done. If I see problems within the organization, I want to fix it. So when I moved back to Barbados, October 26th of 2011, the plan was never to start a business. Right? Even though last week my sister reminded me that when I was a little girl, I said, I don't want to be a teacher anymore. They give you too much homework. When I grow up, I want to be my own boss. And I'm like, I said that. Ooh. So when she saw me on the Emerge stage in January, she was like, Celia, you don't understand how proud I am of you, that you spoke this thing about yourself years ago, and now I am seeing it. And so I didn't even think entrepreneurship, but because of coming back home and looking for work in HR, even though I had the certification in HR and I had the master's and the bachelor's, I wasn't hired. And it forced me into entrepreneurship, where I said, you know what, just fuse all of your passions: fitness, wellness, sports, HR, projects. And that's really where Bajan Fusion came about. I'm really good at executing, but I really needed to understand business. And during that time, I got a mentor who really helped to give Bajan Fusion more flesh, and not just the idea. And, you know, looking at the different entrepreneurial agencies, Yes became one of those organizations that supports young people between the ages of 18 to 35. I am now past that, way past that, but it was an opportunity to go through training and development. Yes does a really good job in terms of promoting entrepreneurs through like the business report, living the dream. And once I aged out of that, you know, them being aware that my background is HR, I do training and development, then that set me up nicely to be a facilitator with their entrepreneurial development and training program. And since then, I'm also working as one of the business consultants, where now we help to not only bring new persons into our business network, but really to help the young people develop in a way that they might not necessarily see is important, but is to get them to see networking, getting them to understand the importance and the power of networking within entrepreneurship, getting them to see the importance of building their own personal brand and not just their business brand. So Youth Entrepreneurship Scheme has been really beneficial in my life, and I'm encouraging parents, if you're listening, to reach out to us, Division of Youth Affairs on Instagram, DivYouth246, where persons get to learn more about what YES offers and to see the benefit and the value that it can add to their child or children.
Wonderful. Now, in just 30 seconds, how would you advise a woman about going after her dreams?
Start. Like, I believe that once you start, the universe starts to open up. I remember in 2014 when I was about to give up on my brand, after 3 years of working so hard, you're not seen, you're not heard, you're not supported. I was ready to give up on Beijing Fusion, and I started looking for work, and I had a revelation, like, no, I cannot go work for someone else. Like, I have to see this thing through. Like, I believe in myself, and I use the concept of the ABCs of life, but you go to the future and you come back. So I had to conceive that I will succeed in business. I had to believe that I had the capabilities and the skill sets to do it, and then achieve. Just do the work and make things happen. So if it's, I know you said 30 seconds, but I can never say anything really in 30 seconds. But reality is just get started. Yes, conceive that you will be successful. Believe that you have the capabilities and take action so that you can achieve your goals and dreams.
Excellent.
Thank you so much, Celia. Powerful, powerful, powerful.